Ever since I was a kid, my favorite breed of dog were Huskies. I always thought they looked awesome running through the snow, the color of them, the look of their face. I always thought they were just the coolest dogs on the earth. So one day when one of my buddies was moving and she said that she couldn't keep her dog, she asked if I wanted to have him. And that's when we got Salt. This is the first picture that I know that exists of Salt. He was hanging out with Brian from Family Guy. But when we got him, he was a little bit older than this. But regardless, I saw a free Husky and I said yes. And as soon as I got him, everything I loved about Huskies came true. He was energetic. He was funny. He was awesome with my kids, running around, having a blast. He reassured that everything that I thought about Huskies was true and that they are the coolest dogs in the world. Salt was a lover. He loved hanging out with people. He loved playing with people. He also loved playing with the dogs in the backyard on the other neighbor's fence. He would hop the fence all the time when he was younger. He would actually hop over the brick wall fence to play with the neighbors in the backyard. One morning we were hanging out in the front yard for Christmas and Salt decided to say hi. Now he looks really evil right here, but I promise you he was really nice. When I first started streaming, I was trying to come up with a logo of what I wanted my brand to be. And unfortunately, I did the same route that most streamers go when they first sign up a logo, where they basically have their picture in front of some title of their name. And this happened to be my first logo, which is fucking terrible. Somehow I look like I'm on meth and steroids at the same time. I knew as soon as I showed my buddies that they clowned on it that I had made a mistake. But I had a hard time trying to come up with a brand and what to call my community. So I started looking up words that associate with the word power, which is my last name. I found different words that go with power. Power bag, power tool, which if you want to call me a tool, that's fine. But then I saw power pack. The first thing that popped in my head was a pack of Huskies running through the snow. By that time, we had already gotten our second Husky, Blizzard. And it made perfect sense for them to be the logo of my brand. When I gave the Fiverr artist the idea, I wanted them to be side by side because whenever I take them for walks, both of them are side by side, just like they're pulling a sled. And if you want to make fun of me and say I'm the weight of a sled, that's fine. But I knew for sure that I wanted those two dogs, my two favorite dogs in the world, to be my brand. So we now have the logo that you guys see every single day that I stream, which are my two dogs. Unfortunately, when it comes to pet ownership, there always comes that time where you have to make hard decisions. And that hard decision came Friday when we had to put Salt down. Over the years, Salt had become worse and worse with his health. He had a distended stomach. He had these growths that were happening that weren't going away. We tried numerous things to try to help out, but the doctor said, but she feared that the size of the growths, that they were cancerous and that he wouldn't be fit for surgery with everything else going on. So we made the decision on Friday to lay him to rest and end his pain. It's the worst feeling in the fucking world when you want your dog to stay around forever, but you know it's not right because they're in pain. And you have to put aside your selfishness to keep the dog around to help put him in a better place. Every day I stream, I'm going to see his face, and everybody will too. They've heard him every time I've gotten an alert, and I've gotten to spend 12 amazing years with them. And even when I'm not streaming, people have merch, glasses, shirts, things that will see his face on it, even when I'm not streaming. Without him being around, without him being here, I wouldn't have realized that my dream of having a Husky came true. And everything that I realized about Husky dogs, all of it's true. It's the reason why I have Blizzard. You will always be my logo. No matter what version I do, you'll always be there with Blizzard and whatever other Huskies I end up getting. I am so glad I got to share him with everybody else that watches my stream. Because if you guys got to come here in person and meet him, you would see how awesome he is. I love you, buddy. I will miss you forever.